There are seniors who will wake up in March 2026, check their bank account, and see $0 where their Social Security payment should be. Not delayed, not pending, not processing, just gone. And the worst part is that for many of them, it will not be a glitch. It will not be fraud. It will not be a holiday delay. It will be because of a single piece of mail they did not respond to in time. Before I explain exactly how this happens and how to protect yourself, I need to ask something important. This information could save your March payment or the payment of someone you love. If you rely on Social Security, SSDI, or SSI, please take 2 seconds right now to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. When critical deadlines and payment alerts like this come up, you need to know immediately, not after it is too late. Subscribing is completely free and ensures you never miss updates that protect your benefits. Now let me show you exactly what is happening. That envelope that triggers this nightmare looks completely ordinary. A plain white envelope with no bright warnings, no bold red letters screaming urgent, just government print, small font, and a request that looks routine, harmless, easy to set aside for later. But that envelope starts a 45-day clock. And when that clock runs out, the system does not call you. It does not send a reminder. It does not give you grace. It simply stops your payment completely. Right now, across the country, thousands of seniors are in the middle of that countdown and do not even know it. In 2026, Social Security has resumed aggressive reviews that were paused during the pandemic. They are checking income. They are checking living arrangements. They are checking bank accounts. And they are using automated systems that flag accounts before a human ever looks at your file. If something triggers that system, your March 2026 check could disappear. And once the suspension happens, fixing it can take months. Most seniors cannot afford even one missed deposit. Let me explain exactly how the 45-day suspension clock actually works, because this is the part almost nobody explains clearly. When Social Security mails you a review notice, the countdown does not begin when you open the envelope. It begins on the date printed on the letter, not when it reaches your mailbox, not when you happen to sort through your stack of mail. The date typed at the top of that page is day 1. If that letter sits in your mailbox for 5 days, you have already lost 5 days. If it sits unopened on your kitchen counter for 2 weeks because you assumed it was routine, you have burned through nearly half your response window. And once day 45 arrives, the system does not check to see whether you were confused or busy or sick. It checks one thing. Did we receive a response? If the answer is no, your benefits move into suspension status. Suspension is not the same as a delay. A delay means your payment is late but still coming. A suspension means the system has stopped issuing your monthly benefit entirely. Zero deposited into your account. No partial payment, no courtesy call, just a letter informing you that your benefits have been stopped pending further review. Here is the part that shocks people. The system is designed to suspend first and investigate second. If something in your response triggers a flag, or if you fail to respond at all, the money stops while they sort it out, not after, during. That review can take weeks. It can take months. Meanwhile, your rent is still due. Your prescriptions still need to be filled. Your utilities do not pause just because your case is under review. In 2026, this process is moving faster because automated systems now flag accounts before a human caseworker ever evaluates your explanation. That means fewer warning signs and quicker suspensions. The computer sees missing information or something that does not match its criteria, and it pushes your case into hold status automatically. By the time you call to ask what happened, the suspension has already been processed. Let me share a real example of how this happens to someone who did everything they thought was right. Consider a 72-year-old woman living in a modest apartment she has rented for years. She worked as a secretary for over 3 decades and retired at 65. Her Social Security retirement benefit is $1,147 a month. Like clockwork, it arrived on the 3rd Wednesday of every month. For years, she never had a single issue. Her monthly expenses total about $235. Her Social Security check of $1,847 leaves her short each month. Her daughter helps by sending her $200 on the first of each month. Not income in the traditional sense. Family support. She receives Social Security retirement based on her work history, not supplemental security income based on financial need. Those are two very different programs with very different rules. In January 2026, she received a plain white envelope. Inside was a notice explaining that Social Security was reviewing her record. Attached was a form requesting information about her living arrangements, income sources, and resources. She filled it out honestly. When the form asked whether she received money from anyone, she wrote that her daughter sends her $200 a month. She mailed it back within 2 weeks, confident she had done exactly what was asked. 30 days later, she received another letter. This one informed her that her benefits were being suspended pending investigation due to unreported income that may affect eligibility. Her March check never arrived. Then April, nothing. May, nothing. June, nothing. 4 consecutive months without her payment. She spent over 3 hours on hold the first time she called. When she finally reached someone, she was told her case was under review and there was nothing she could do but wait. Here's what makes this especially painful. The $200 gift from her daughter does not affect Social Security retirement benefits at all. Gifts are irrelevant to retirement eligibility, but the way she answered the form triggered the automated system to treat her response as if she might be receiving SSI, where outside financial help can affect payments. The computer flagged her account. The payments were suspended automatically. It took 4 months to correct a misunderstanding that never should have happened. This is why understanding which program you are on is the single biggest protection you have right now. Social Security retirement benefits are based on your work history. You paid into the system through payroll taxes. Your benefit amount was calculated using your lifetime earnings record. Once you begin receiving retirement benefits, your monthly payment is generally not affected by gifts from family members, savings in your bank account, or the value of your personal property. If your adult child sends you $200 a month to help with groceries, that does not reduce your retirement benefit. If you have $10,000 in savings, that does not disqualify you from retirement benefits. Social Security disability insurance operates similarly to retirement benefits, in that it is based on your work credits and earnings record. SSDI is not means tested the way SSI is. Supplemental security income is completely different. SSI is a needs-based program designed for individuals who are elderly, blind, or disabled, and who have limited income and limited resources. The federal resource limit for an individual is generally $2,000 in countable assets. That includes money in checking and savings accounts. If your countable resources exceed that limit, even temporarily, your eligibility can be affected. Financial help from family, free housing, or someone else paying your expenses can reduce your SSI payment or trigger a review. The forms that go out during redeterminations often ask broad questions about income, resources, and living arrangements without clearly separating retirement recipients from SSI recipients in the wording. This creates confusion and triggers unnecessary suspensions. Now, let me tell you about another situation that shows how quickly things can go wrong for SSI recipients. A 67-year-old man receives SSI because a disability prevents him from working. His monthly benefit is $943. He understood the resource rules. He kept his checking balance low on purpose. Then his older brother passed away and left him $5,000 in his will. He acted quickly. He paid off medical bills. He replaced a broken refrigerator. He prepaid 6 months of car insurance. Within 3 weeks, the money was gone, used responsibly. At no point did his bank balance remain above $2,000 for any extended period. In February 2026, his SSI payment did not arrive. The system showed he had received a $5,000 deposit. His benefits were suspended due to excess resources, even though he had already spent the inheritance appropriately. The review process took 47 days. During that time, eviction proceedings began. He had to seek legal aid and gather every receipt to prove he had followed the rules. Here is what happened behind the scenes. Social Security uses what is called the Access to Financial Institutions system. This system electronically verifies financial account information. It can detect balances and transactions that may affect eligibility. When a significant deposit appears, the system can trigger a review automatically before a caseworker evaluates context. The system does not automatically understand that he prepaid insurance or paid medical debt. It sees the deposit first. That is the flag. The review process comes after. Now, let me break down the form that often starts this entire chain reaction. Form SSA 7162. The first section asks about your living arrangements. For retirement recipients, these questions often do not affect benefit eligibility, but for SSI recipients, living arrangements can directly impact payment amounts. The second section asks about income, including money received from friends or relatives. For retirement beneficiaries, gifts do not reduce your earned retirement benefit. However, if you write that someone sends you money each month without clarifying that you receive retirement benefits based on your work history, an automated system may evaluate that answer through SSI criteria. The third section focuses on resources. For SSI recipients, this section is critical. The $2,000 resource limit is strictly enforced. My recommendation is not to wait 45 days. Aim for 30 days or less. Make copies of everything before you mail the form. Send it via certified mail with return receipt requested. That provides proof of delivery. Now, let me give you the exact March 2026 payment schedule, so you know precisely when your money should arrive. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, your payment arrives on the second Wednesday. In March 2026, that is March 11th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, your payment arrives on the third Wednesday. In March 2026, that is March 18th. If your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on the fourth Wednesday. In March 2026, that is March 25th. If you receive SSI, your payment is normally issued on the 1st of the month. However, March 1st, 2026 falls on a Sunday. That means your March SSI payment should be deposited on Friday, February 27th. Mark your date. If your payment does not appear on the correct scheduled date, that is when you act same day. Do not wait a week hoping it will correct itself. Here is your 5-step protection plan. First, confirm your program. Retirement, SSDI, SSI, or a combination. If you are not certain, call and ask. Second, open every piece of mail from Social Security the day it arrives. Do not stack it. Read it fully. Third, respond within 30 days, not 45. Make copies. Use certified mail. Keep proof. Fourth, if you receive SSI, monitor your bank balance closely. Stay aware of the $2,000 resource limit. Fifth, mark your March 2026 payment date right now. If your payment is not there on that exact date, you act that same day. There will be seniors in March 2026 who wake up and see nothing deposited. But it does not have to be you. If this information helped you, please subscribe right now so you never miss critical Social Security updates. Share this video with anyone who depends on Social Security. You might be the reason they open an envelope instead of ignoring it. March 2026 does not have to be the month your check disappears.